Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. It's Friday, I'm happy, that was the Pharrell song, and Gingy is alive. But Nintendo Switch Online, kinda the opposite. We gotta dive in, but we also are talking about another new Nintendo Switch bundle for the holiday season, a Mega Man movie coming our way, and Domino's is delivering a free Switch to new employees. If you're looking for a job, maybe this is the right one for you. But what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. The weekend is right around the corner, so just hold on tight. You can do it. I believe in your fingers. Grip strength, grip strength. You'll get to the weekend and then be able to chill. But let me fill you in, so make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed me filling you in, and let me know your take on today's topics in the comments down below. Also, the next episode is 200. And I'd love to know in the comments how many episodes of GMM you think you've seen. Just give me like your rough guess. Is it like 25, 50, 100, 199? That would be every single episode. And let me just take a quick moment to say thank you for helping me and supporting me, empowering me to 200 episodes, all in 2021. This show started off early this year and it is going so strong. And Monday should be a very special day. You'll also get to see my new haircut, which hopefully doesn't turn out horrible. I'm trusting someone new, and Nintendo is trusting you with a new bundle. If you're not a fan of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle that still sells like hotcakes, well, they've got another one that brings you 12 months of Nintendo Switch Online and a nice stylish black and blue carrying case. This bundle is $300, and you're swapping out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the case and a full year of online. It's just the basic online, it's not expansion pack online, but it's gonna be $300, and it's actually exclusive to Walmart. So if you're looking for a Switch that comes with online, if you wanna gift someone the lovely gift of being able to play classic games or participate in Mario Party Superstars online battles, and you want a supportive case, then this is the way to go. Frankly, it's not all that fun or exciting. I wish Nintendo would deliver a new updated bundle with a newer game and maybe even a newer special set of Joy-Con or a special dock. I think that's when it gets most fun. And honestly, that's when you convince crazy fans like me to double dip and get another limited edition. But I definitely don't need a bundle box just because it says 12 months of online and case on the front. Anyways, Nintendo does have two bundles this holiday season. They're kind of just both a bit boring. What's not boring though is the movie renaissance for famous gaming characters. The faces of the big gaming companies are all getting big movies. Detective Pikachu brought Pikachu into the real space, and Sonic did the same with Sonic, and now Mario is about to get his own movie. Mega Man movie is apparently happening, and it's gonna be a Netflix project. Netflix has done phenomenal work as of late with their movies. I liked a lot that I've seen over on that service. I bet a bunch of you subscribe, and I bet a bunch of you didn't know that the Blue Bomber is gonna be coming in a full-length movie form. Apparently this one is early on, but hey, Capcom wants to get in on the parade of video game mascots taking their talents to Hollywood. I don't know, I think it would be cool. Of all the different franchises and faces, Mega Man in his battle against the evil robot masters does sort of seem like it's perfectly suited for a pretty cool action movie. So I don't know what a live action Mega Man looks like. Is it gonna be like a cool little boy? Tom Holland with the helmet. Yes, Rockman Tom Holland. I now have made your weekend either amazing or terrifying. Getting a job and picking a job can be quite the task. Like, where do you go? Will they accept you? Will it be worth your time? Well, Domino's is trying to really make it worth your time by announcing a promotion over in Australia where they will be giving a new employee a Nintendo Switch and a free year of pizza. Now, this is apparently to combat a worker shortage across the country, and Domino's alone has 7,000 positions to fill. I think they need a few more Switches than just one. I want a company that incentivizes every new employee with a Nintendo Switch. Like, maybe they even put their app on the Switch. You gotta do your scheduling on the Switch in between your Pokemon Legends sessions, in between your Mario Party Superstars turns. You're like, oh, okay, Katie scheduled me for Thursday at noon. Anyhow, I'd love to know if any of you are in Australia right now, and if any of you are gonna apply to Domino's and try to take home the Switch. I'd love for a Good Morning Mario fan to be the proud owner of Domino's Switch. Maybe it'll have pizza-colored Joy-Con, pizza-scented Joy-Con, scratch and sniff Joy-Con. Write it down, that's a great idea. All right, enough with the funny business. Enough with the fun and games. It is Friday, hopes are high, and the weekend looks bright, but I'm about to bring it down 10 notches. Nintendo Switch Online is a service that has ebbed and flowed. It's struggled and been successful, and one thing that we really wanted was their classic games catalog. Now, most people would think a classic games catalog means an entire catalog. You flip the pages, there's a bunch of games. Nintendo feels differently. They think that they should drip feed you those catalog pages. One falls from the sky every so often, like every few months. But sneaky Nintendo did one even better. They split up the catalog into a bunch of categories, so they gave you NES, and then they gave you SNES, and now most recently, they've brought us N64 catalog as part of the expansion pack service. A $50 plan that costs a lot and doesn't seem to earn it. We talked many times back in October about how this was kind of a disaster. Nobody felt like this was a fair value, and we needed Nintendo to announce future plans ASAP. I went through a bunch of different scenarios and options, and I crossed my fingers that they would make some sort of statement in the year 2021 to assure fans that, hey, we're gonna do good by you. We're gonna make this $50 feel okay, whether that's via like Game Boy games, a big drop of N64, or just a promise of what's to come. Well, Nintendo has spoken, so I was correct on that front, and they are delivering something new. But they did it in the most Nintendo Switch Online way possible. Back in the day, they would drop 4 games for the NES. They'd give you 4. It still felt like it was a drip feed, but there was 4, so you could pick and choose which one you wanted to play. And then as the SNES rolled through, it dropped down to 3. They were like, hey, even though there's still many, many games that you would love to play, we're gonna give you 3 at a time. And sometimes they'll be really obscure, weird ones that no one had any desire to play. And now with the N64, Nintendo has finally announced, revealed, and officialized their plans of how they're gonna make your $50 feel worth it. 1 game at a time. Okay, now Zacharu is a positive dude, and so I'm trying to think of this sunny side up, like Nintendo just wanted to squeeze one out before the end of 2021 to be friendly with all of us. But my better instinct and Nintendo's historical record tells me that this is a sign of the future times. Their plan is to drip feed and squeeze that drip feed from 4 to 3 down to 1. 1 N64 game at a time because, hey, they're bigger games. They're worth more. I mean, it is a $50 plan after all, and Paper Mario is the first. Now, I gotta tell you, Paper Mario, phenomenal game. It's got a 93 over on Metacritic. It's about 23 hours of Mario RPG goodness, and back in the day when the battle system was beloved by fans all over. This is a fantastic first start for the expansion of the expansion pack. But 1 game at a time? 1 game at a time? I mean, the free services on the other platforms give us more than 1 game a month. And Nintendo, we know, they don't even drip feed once per month. Usually it's once per 3 or 4 months. So I gotta know in the comments down below what side you fall on this. Is Nintendo ruining Switch Online? Is Switch Online dead to you? Or are you just okay waiting? And do you like that they started with Paper Mario and you think maybe they will build? But guys and girls, look, with Nintendo, I will always be hopeful. I mean, life, I'll be hopeful. It just feels like the healthier, happier way to go. But this is not the way to run a service where you just, in theory, overcharged your audience and shifted all of those licensing costs to the fan base. You said, hey consumers, thanks for buying our system and our games and our Switch Online. Now we're upgrading your service slightly, and we're upgrading your cost severely. And now as a reward, we know you want more, we've heard you, we've seen it, the online sphere was shaking, 1 game at a time. Now to me, the only way this works is if they do divulge their schedule. 1 game at a time is a bit ridiculous, but if they were to tell us, hey, December is Paper Mario, and January is Banjo-Kazooie, and February is Majora's Mask, then at least we would know where they're headed, and we would trust and know that they are going to deliver. At this point though, we know that Nintendo feels like the response to our criticisms is to give us 1 more game. As if 1 more game in the N64 catalog would have taken this thing from being maybe not worth it to full on completely satisfied worth it. And that's just not the case. We're still waiting on themes, folders, there's hopes of more consoles, and there's definitely hopes of a more robust way of delivering it. I think it's really discouraging that Nintendo has succeeded in so many areas this generation. They've taken steps forward in so many ways. Their games have evolved to modern standards in many different facets, and yet their online service still suffers. It still struggles, and when it was $20, it was palatable. It felt like, okay, this is a drop in the bucket, less than $2 a month, and so we'll suck it up with their sort of ho-hum service. Now at $50 though, it's no longer an excuse. And while the inclusion of Happy Home Paradise for Animal Crossing New Horizons was a good start, Nintendo has made no commitment to more DLC being included in this expansion pack. It doesn't really feel like an expansion pack if it's going to be expanding so slowly, and I cannot endorse a $50 expansion pack when they are going to slowly slither their way towards a more robust set of titles. Now, I hate to be doom and gloom, but it feels like this might just be the future for Switch Online. My silly inside would say that maybe at the Direct in early 2022, they'll divulge where they're going and say, hey, Game Boy is coming. And oh, also, we're bringing more DLC. And at that point, okay, we can reassess. But right now, the expansion pack is a colossal problem. It is $50. It came out very unfinished, full of glitches and bugs. And now they're gonna give us a really great game. And they're really proud of it because they put out a press release for Paper Mario coming, one game. Big December reveal. No wonder they moved Advance Wars Reboot Camp. They had to make way for an N64 title to come to their online service and set things right. Sadly, they haven't set things right, and I wouldn't blame you if you don't want to wait for what's next. You've seen Nintendo's hand, and you've seen how they decided to handle their classic games catalog. And it is not just giving you, the player, the games you want to play. It is slowly drip feeding a random assortment that maybe appeals to you, maybe doesn't, but surely comes too infrequently. So that's the state of Nintendo Switch Online. Look, I'll probably download Paper Mario and give it a go. I do miss that game. I wish Thousand Year Door one day would come to the platform, but in the meantime, Switch Online kind of stinks. Let me know your take in the comments down below, but let's make sure we wrap up on a high note. Let's go to the poll. The last poll for the week is about December holidays, and I asked all y'all what holiday you celebrate in this fine, fancy winter month. Make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you're always a part of our cool conversations. 87% of you celebrate Christmas on the 25th, 2% celebrate Hanukkah, 1% Kwanzaa, 2% other, and 8% none. So we got some variety there, different cultures coming together for one fantastic month, and I am so excited for the rest of this one because there is these holidays, there is my birthday, and there is episode 200. Will I see you there? I sure hope so. Good Morning Mario is about to evolve once again, and I cannot wait for it with all of you. Until that time though, enjoy your weekend, take care of yourself, and keep your spirits up. Please keep them higher than Nintendo Switch Online spirits, which seem to be way down below. In the meantime though, everybody, love you a lot. Thanks again. Hit that like button on your way out, and until Monday, my wonderful friends and family, SwitchForce out.